All right. Well, perfect. Welcome and thank you, the few of you that have joined us this morning. I know you're all very busy, so we are going to keep this pretty short and sweet. But we're very excited to announce a new e-commerce feature that we have available for your websites. So before we get started, I do want to make sure everyone is familiar with your web team here at SA. I'm Sarah Snyder with the brown hair, and I oversee all of the web and digital solutions that we have available to dealers. In the middle, the other Sarah Snyder, and she's the one who keeps an eye on how our websites are performing and schedules those performance calls with you. Hi, Sarah. And then because we could not find a third Sarah to round out the team, we've got Gabby there on the right. And she's been working on getting all of the websites redesigned. And then anytime you submit a change for your website, she's the one making sure that's getting done for you. So, but really, regardless of what our roles are, you can really reach out to any one of us about anything. And then just as a reminder, anytime you'd like to make a website change, you can just email it into that Web Connect maintenance email address that's listed there on screen. And then again, if you can't see my screen, we are recording and we'll send up the link, the YouTube link later today. So one thing you should know about SA is that we never build a website and then never touch it again. So we're always staying on top of web trends and looking for ways to improve your site, both from a design and a performance standpoint. And because of this, e-commerce was really a natural addition for us to have on the sites. First of all, we already know that consumers are researching and buying online, especially the younger generations that are now becoming homeowners. They really like to buy online. And then there's COVID, which has really impacted so many areas of our life this year, including e-commerce. And, reports are saying that it has accelerated e-commerce by 5 years in just a matter of the last 6 months or so. And finally, the HVAC, you guys know this, very competitive industry. So making it easy for customers to do business with you is a really great differentiator. But let's get to the good stuff and talk about what the new e-commerce feature actually is, which is an online store that allows customers to purchase products and services from you any time of the day or any day of the week. And so you can sell products like filters, and you could set those up to be either shipped, delivered, or picked up from your dealership. But you'll probably want to offer some services as well, maybe maintenance agreements or something to that effect. So the store allows the customer to purchase those services at the time that they're actually on your site, with your dealership following up within a specific window to actually schedule that service. And you can kind of dictate what that window looks like and put that information on the store. When an order gets placed, both the customer and the dealership receive an email confirmation. So it is important that whatever email address there at the dealership is connected to the e-commerce account, that gets checked every day and someone's keeping up on the orders. And then the customer pays for the product or service right there on the site, and the payment minus any transaction fees are directly deposited right into your dealership's bank account. So I'm sure you guys want to know what it looks like. And if you want to see an actual store kind of in action, you can visit osceolaair.com. And this is one of our dealers in Florida that we just worked with to get their store live kind of late last week. So definitely go check that out. But I've got some screen grabs here to kind of show you how it works and what it looks like. So you can see that we're adding a shop label up in that secondary nav. It can be put in the main nav too if you'd prefer. It's really up to you on where you want it. We can also add a call out on the home page, kind of pushing people that direction as well. When the customer clicks on Shop, then they're taken to the online store. And so you can see that we group different products and services into categories. Osceola Air has a total of 12 products, I believe, on their store, and we categorize those into 4 categories, which are thermostats, filters, services, and other products. So really just based on what you want to offer, we'll structure in a way that makes sense for you. When the customer then clicks on a specific product, you can see this pop-up window appears, and that's going to give them some description of what that includes. And this is kind of where you can put how quickly maybe you will call them to schedule a service, or that maybe a product like a filter will be shipped out in 3 days. You can put all that information here. You can also scroll through multiple images of the product if you have one. And from here, then the customer can add it to their cart. You can see it really functions like Amazon or any other online retailer. It's very customer friendly. It's just very intuitive how the store works. So to add the store to everyone's websites, we're using a commerce platform called Shopify. And if you know anything about e-commerce platforms, Shopify, along with like WooCommerce or BigCommerce, they're the most widely used platforms that are out there. And Shopify is really great because it works well for businesses of all sizes, and it has kind of this all-in-one solution. It's got a lot of features to it. So in addition to us actually using the plugin to build the store, it also includes Shopify Payments as the kind of processing transaction method behind it all. Like most processors, there are some fees, which we just need to take into consideration when pricing out the products that you want to put on your store. And then it also includes Shopify shipping. So when we're setting up the store, any product that needs to be shipped, we enter in that product weight. The store will then automatically calculate shipping costs, add that to a customer's order, and then you just have to log into the Shopify account to print off that shipping label when you go to send it out. So it includes a lot of features so that we don't have to look for different solutions to all of these. To add the store to your website, we do have a one-time setup fee, which is based on the number of products you'd like to include at the time of enrollment. If you're not able to view my screen right now, the pricing starts at $1,800 for 1 to 10 products, and then it kind of goes up from there for every 10 additional products that you want to include. We can add that fee to your CAP package on top of your CAP investment. That way it gets billed on your Lennox invoice like everything else, which is nice and convenient. There is also a $9 a month Shopify subscription fee, which would go directly onto your credit card at the dealership because you would be the owner of the Shopify account. And then after the store goes live and we build it, if you'd like to make a change or remove a product, you just simply email that WebConnect maintenance email address, and we'll go ahead and take care of that for you. If you'd like to add new products after the store goes live, there is just a small fee for our time to get that added. But if you like discounts, then you should consider enrolling for this by November 30th, because we are offering an early bird special of $300 off the setup fee for any of those tiers. So if you're wondering how to enroll, here's how it's done. The first step is to just have a quick call with me because we're going to dive into details a little bit more. I'm trying to kind of keep this call pretty high level. At that point, this is the hardest part of the whole thing. You're going to have to compile all of the information needed for the products and services that you want to offer. The price, the description, images, the weight, if it needs to be shipped. But I will provide you with a form that kind of outlines all of that information that we need, that you can start putting that information together and getting that to us. Once our team actually starts to build your store, I'm also going to work with you on some new terms of use language that will need to be updated in the footer of your website because of the e-commerce. It includes language like return policies and things like that. From there, we're going to let you take a look at it, make any final revisions that you might have. Then we'll go ahead and push it live. And then it's really just on you to make sure you're checking and fulfilling all of the orders as they roll in. So I kept this pretty short. If anyone has questions right now, feel free to unmute, ask those questions. Here's our contact information, though, again, in case you'd prefer to just contact one of us after the call and go over any questions that you have.